Hello my friends and welcome, my name is Dennis and this is the latest update from Ukraine. This video was taken by the local eyewitness in Novakhovka, the Russian-controlled territory, and it is claimed that we shot down the Russian airplane there, the modern type of Sukhoi Su-35. The video is not great, however I can state that it is for sure the fighter jet. I don't know from this distance whether it's Sukhoi Su-27 or Su-35. It's some kind of the local block post, we call it checkpoint for the military, and the guys around there just don't know whose that airplane is, or it's better to say was. And one more video from the same plane but different perspective. It's falling out from the skies. The weather today was quite rainy here near to Kiev city. There it is cloudy and kind of dry weather. Oh, this one is really interesting perspective. As you can see, some parts separated from the airplane. Clearly it was the impact of the rocket. I think it could be a different video, but could be the same video, we don't know. The weather is similar here and there. Cloudy here, cloudy there, and cloudy here. And finally we have the smoke there. Eyewitnesses didn't go to the crash site to show the debris, but I think it's the matter of time then we'll find out whose that airplane was. I think this guy is sick. I mean, Davydov, he got the plans to take the NATO countries, and first country after Kiev will be Poland. Ukrainian defense minister told to Western countries to test their weapons here in Ukraine. Well, why not? We are in lack of weapons, and probably even experimental weapons should be good for Ukrainian forces if it is safe for our army. Russian president went to Iran for negotiations. Also, there's gonna be a president of Turkey, Recep Tayyip Erdogan, and we're gonna see what that small community will come out with. And here are some memes. And here are some memes about the meeting. Where is the table? Table error. Do you see the table? No. And yeah, usual distance for Putin is like that. It is said that our army is on a counterattack towards Kherson city on the south part of Ukraine, but I checked out the military map and there was no update for the front lines. However, maybe we used the artillery to prepare for the counterattack. I do not actually expect the massive counterattack this month. However, next month, I think for sure. Hungary again changed its mind to provide the corridor for weapon supplies to Ukraine. Before it said no, we'll not give our ways to deliver weapons to Kiev. However, now they say we can give the roads to deliver weapons to Ukraine. Interesting change. Alright, finally Ukrainian army tried to reach the Antonovsky Bridge near to Kherson city. Unfortunately, that bridge is very strong and it didn't sustain dramatic damage. Just here and there are some holes. Probably HIMARS system was used to target it. And now they're showing some different ones, different bridge. That bridge was across the Dnieper River before. You showed it. Yeah, that one was across the river, Antonovsky Bridge, but they're trying to show the different part of it, probably, I am not sure. And that bridge should have been destroyed even before the war had started. Because, my friends, that's the only way for Russians to take Kherson, and that's what they did. They took the bridge and went to Kherson. Unfortunately, I think it was betrayed from some kind of managers of the Ukrainian army. There is a confirmed information. It's already been delivered by the White House. It's already in the media that Russia going to ask drones from Iran side. Those drones are Shahed 129 and Shahed 191. Those are very similar to Israeli drone Hermes 450 and American-made MQ-1 Predator. I would say those drones are very developed. I'm very surprised about it because Shahed 129 may have a range up to 1,700 kilometers, may carry several rockets, and can climb up to 7.5 kilometers. Well, it's around flight level 260-270, 26,000 feet. And Iran is able to deliver hundreds of those, so I think Iran should be sanctioned even harder if it tries to do so. We have the report that around 1,000 Russian soldiers together with armored equipment went closer to Zaporizhia, so they are somewhere here near to the front lines. Believe me or not, but that image was shown on Russian TV, and they say that Western countries want to separate Russia and divide it to several republics. So here we have Republic of Russia, Republic of Siberia, Republic of Sakha, but we have also small republics as Altai, Tiva, Buryatia, and actually we have most of the soldiers coming to Ukraine from that part of Russia, because it's a very poor part, my friends, believe me or not, but they pay a lot for the soldiers, and that is why they are willing to go and fight here in Ukraine. And here we also have small republics here and there like Tatarstan and many more. My friends, should Russia be divided for those independent countries? Well, it is one of the ways how their society may develop. And honestly, I think it's impossible to see the big and democratic Russia in future. Literally, Russia is very divided, and to bring everything together, well, maybe you need to put dictatorship, and if you have dictatorship ruling the country, it may attack neighboring countries. And probably that is why they live in this closed environment empire, literally. They are unable to build economy empire as United States. They are unable to produce new products as China, so that is why they are just military empire that unfortunately has nuclear weapons. In the beginning of the war, Russia dared to attack the vast part of Ukraine. They really didn't expect that we would resist. That is why they extend their forces across 2,450 kilometers front lines. That is the same way as from Warsaw to Barcelona. And after a while, they realized that with the forces they had, they are unable to attack this vast part of the territory. That is why they withdraw their forces from Kiev, Chernihiv and Sumy area. They concentrated the greatest might of the army on the eastern part of Ukraine. That is why they were successful taking Severodonetsk and Lysychansk, but for now they are exhausted. They are unable to continue their attacks. And that is why the situation came for the standstill. Russia still waits for reinforcements coming from Russia. There are not as many people as it used to be several months ago who are willing to fight here in Ukraine. Still, social media did its proper propaganda for Russians. YouTube showing the real picture for Russians that they might lose their lives here. And also Ukraine still doesn't have enough weapons for the massive counterattack. Firstly, we're gonna perform it on the the southern part of Ukraine. Alright, it is predicted that it's gonna be the big crisis for Ukraine this winter. You see here, the winters are very cold. We have radiators in almost in every room, and we have a special factories that are producing the heat for people. With the war ongoing, obviously we are in lack of fuel for that, and sometimes those factories got bombed by Russian shells. It is expected that 500,000 people would have to leave their homes for western part of Ukraine. So the eastern part of Ukraine is the most devastated for now, as well as south, and people would just go to western regions to get warm, because there everything more or less works fine. Oh my god, what is there? It's terrible to see it for me, my friends. Imagine the same stuff happening inside the Elon Musk rocket. So this guy is telling some kind of speech about the Russian Christianity. I'm not against Christianity or any kind of other religion, but you need like to separate actual science and this weird stuff happening in the heads of Russians. Here we have communist flag, we have we have religion. It's nonsense. Literally, it is nonsense. So Russian flag, communist, Yuri Gagarin, obviously a nice guy who went to the space as the first spaceman. And here at the same time we have icons and we have laptops. Technology, science, communism, and religion, Russian religion, Orthodox religion. It's strange for me. This video was published on Russian website. That is what their cruise missiles see while they're flying somewhere. And here they targeted the bridge near to Zatoka in Odessa Oblast. It just happened just near to the Black Sea. And by hitting the bridge, they cut supplies from the vast part of Ukrainian territory to other side. So this bridge sustained dramatic damage, and from the information I got, it hasn't been repaired. British intelligence says that Russia in the middle of dilemma. They need to throw their forces to secure eastern part of Ukraine, the Donbas region, or they need to withstand Ukrainian counterattacks on the south. If they will throw forces from the south, they will lose the south. But if they will not throw the forces, they will not be able to attack on the eastern side of Ukraine, and finally will lose their positions on the east. And Russia also had to decrease the number of soldiers in their brigades that they used to attack for their attacks. And this huge Russian radio station was also destroyed near to Novakhovka, the same place where the fighter jet of Russia was shot down this evening. And as you can see, it was just devastated. Not antenna itself, I think it is intact, but the base, the car. However, all the equipment, I think, was in that car mostly. And here is our military map. Just want to show you what in the recent events happened. And here in the east, near to Bakhmut, Russia conducted their attack south towards Pokrovsky. Over here, they took some part, and this lake over here just recently, and they are very close to Bakhmut. How many kilometers away from the city? Let's check. 9 kilometers away, but the fighting isn't going very close to the city. And also near to Belgorodichne there's some fighting as well. And just want to show you that the fighter jet today, and together with that radio station, I don't know how you call it in English, we call it RLS. So here it was shut down, the fighter jet was shut down near to Novakhovka, as well as that antenna or radio station of Russians. And this bridge, Antonovsky Bridge, near to Kherson, Antonovsky Bridge, was under Ukrainian attack, probably by HIMARS or something, we don't know so far, but just minor damage was done to that bridge. Other than that, there is no change in the front lines. If you go to the picture of the fire detection, you see that shelling continues on the eastern side, not as much as on the south. Clearly shows that we are preparing for the counterattack. However, there is also some shelling from Russian side as well. I'll keep you updated about the situation here in Ukraine. And now please press the like if you like what I do, dislike if you don't like what I do, and also please, if you can, you may support me on Patreon, PayPal or Donatello. All of the links for that I put in the video description just below. For those of you who support me, my friends, you are awesome. Thank you very much for that. I wish you a peaceful sky wherever you are. Have a great time.